So, we're gonna do a Bongo guide, guys. We got wives and penetrate on our team. Should be somewhat remotely enjoyable then. Hello YouTube, hello Twitch. Welcome back to the next guide on my YouTube channel. And we are in the Bongo. We have already covered Adatara and the T8, which name I always forget. I think, what's the T8's name? I don't know, the T8. We have covered both of them already, so we're gonna go now with the last one of the line, which is TT10. The T7 will come at some point as well. Yumihari, yeah, there we go. Yumihari and Adatara. This ship plays exactly like them, with the only difference is to the Adatara that you have one more gun. You have 10 457mm guns. You have your spicy spotter plane that gives you 10% more range and also better dispersion. An absolute nightmare for cruisers. For battleships, it does depend on longer ranges, so you're not necessarily gonna get the citadels, but you can still get massive amount of pen damage. Plus, you could also, if they go nose in, use HE. But yeah, how to play Bongo, just like in my Atara video, you tend to play it more defensive. It's a long-range sniping machine. It doesn't have the armor because you have front and back that can be overmatched. But eventually, just like any other BB, you can still... Oh, that Yama really tried to go instantly for me. You can still go forward. And brawl it out as well. But the main strength of the ship lies in the sniping capabilities, because you have rather fast shells and you have that insane spotter plane giving you absolute nuts dispersion, as this reversing Clausewitz player might feel in a bit now that we see what he's doing. Look at this dispersion. We also got to keep in mind an angle against the Yamato here though. Oh, he's reversing fast enough. I didn't give enough leads, but still 8 overpens. Now imagine I would have landed a bit further in the back of him. That could have been... yeah, let's call it the end of that guy. We're gonna switch over to the Stalingrad here. We're gonna help on A cap here, because our team is massively overpopulated at C cap right now. So we're gonna focus on A. Against Yamato, we can't really get sits at this range, so we're gonna go a bit upper belt and superstructure. My most wishful thinking would be here to concentrate the fire on Stalingrad, because that guy can be easily punished by us. But yeah, generally speaking, you are always in a kiting position with the ship. You rarely push unless the team really breaks completely through. If you have nose-in targets, like for example the nose-in Kremlin, feel free to also use the HE. Your fire chance is not really that high for a BB with 35%, but you have IGN HE alpha, which means your alpha is extremely high, and so your HE does hit like a truck from damage point of view. Not to mention that 35% is still quite a lot. Even the full saturation, you have 10 guns shooting it, so you tend to get a lot of fires anyway. Not to mention that on BBs, you also destroy quite a lot of AA with that. Minotaur is capping B for free, which is a bit annoying. But we do get a nice chunk of damage on the Kremlin. See, there was like 11k in the fire. So as you can see, the alpha is pretty high on these shells. Even without a spotter plane, the ship is pretty accurate. Although once you have that spicy plane, of course, you will see an absolute increase in the dispersion. You want to shoot the Kremlin on the upper belt. You don't want to go on the waterline, because we wouldn't do any damage to it. We would shatter at this range. For cruisers that have 30mm, you have 457s, meaning they can't really angle against you, and you do smash them crazily. Also, that Kremlin has no fire prevention, which is very interesting. I would love the reasoning behind that. Still too far for citadels. Still too far. We're gonna go up about HG here onto the superstructure. Maybe you can force a DCP. Although the guy just let the fire burn anyway. And there we go, another 11k. Insta DCP, we switch back to HG now. Now we're gonna look for the follow-up fire. The thing is, as I mentioned, it doesn't have the best fire chance, but thanks to your accuracy and alpha, you will land a lot of shells. Which also means equally, I mean, it has kind of better fire chance than other BBs because you tend to land more shells. Ooh, did I lead correctly here? Looks good. Boom. Very, very nice. Good, Kremlin is now gone. We can now think about going actually into A-cap. Because we're running out of points, to be honest. The team has no recap control. So at this point we should, or I should have turned a bit earlier already, but we should turn now and go into A-cap definitely towards it. For Minotaur we're using AP again for the overmatch and potentially sits. Even though I don't think we're gonna hit them effectively at 20 cam. Let's go into A, boys. Okay. We don't have a crossfire, unfortunately, on this flank. Which is a bit of a shame. I would have loved to help there. That we go for a blind fire here. I think Mino's gonna fully turn, so this might actually hit him. If he didn't pay attention. And we're now gonna push into Stalingrad and Yamato. We have a Remont with us, but we need to get into the caps. We're bleeding insane amount of points right now. This is one of those battles where you wanna go in now. Because otherwise we're gonna lose due to the sheer points bleed in the end. We're also not spotted. That means no DD is nearby to torpedo us. Although there's a submarine, the Mal. What is it? It's a U-2000. Okay. Stalingrad is committed nose in, so we're gonna switch to HE. It's gonna be better, especially since he has only 5-second DCP. He's just sitting there. Come on, get that Stalingrad, boys. Again, nice Bongo Alpha on the Stalingrad. Man, the HE is actually kind of disgusting, really. When you consider how good the Alpha is on those shells. Got a hit on the submarine. Gonna switch back to AP here, turn my guns. Yamato is broadsiding us. If we get now a flood on the submarine, we're gonna see an oil leak and we'll be able to kill the submarine as well. Nice, big. The submarine doesn't have a DCP right now. We're gonna see the oil. Good. Where is he heading?
Hello.
Let's see. Where are you heading, brother? Okay, he's heading this way. Good to know. Once you have an oil leak on the submarine, it's fairly easy to fight against them because you know exactly where they're going. Ostfriesenschreck, thank you for the follow, by the way. And there's another flood. We're gonna go for our spotter plane to hit the Yamato cheek. We need to have as accurate shots as we can right now. Submarine is not really moving apparently. Yamato just shot. Come on. I need to show a bit of broadside right now. And now I need to turn instantly in. Good, we got one hit. We got a Minotaur to our right, I'm well aware of it. But I need to kill the Yamato right now. Oh, we got dropped here. That's so good. There's deep water drops coming as well. Boys. Why can't I just free roam in the entire map? We gotta shoot the superstructure here on Yamato. We're gonna most likely go down here, but if we can take Yamato with us, that would be a success. And we also got a hit on the submarine. Big. The CV is gonna finish us off now, though. Good. Submarine is fairly low. He doesn't have a heal. He's still flooding. We might actually have the submarine here. And that would be big. Because if we have the submarine, this game is most likely won. Yes! And we get the submarine. Third kill on the flank. That was big for our team. We should have this right now. That gives now Penetrator the possibility to go into A. This is what we need right now, because right now they have nothing really to stop us anymore in the caps. Jacksonville needs to survive a bit longer, so Incom can make it hopefully into B as well. But now they will struggle, because if that submarine would have survived, it would have been hard for Penetrator. But now we can just walk into this cap and contest it. Sure, the CV can reset him a lot of times, but it doesn't matter as long as the points stop bleeding. I wish the vampire would go for the cap though. Why we lose, guys? Okay, vampire can kill Shima. Incomparable can go B-cap, and then we have it. But yeah, as you can see, you can also push with the ship fairly decently, but you still want to play it at longer ranges because you are quite kind of squishy. In fact, if you Yang and Minotaur didn't interrupt in time there, we could have probably killed the Yamato and then get into a better position for the Minotaur as well. But that was a bit too much to handle. It was still the right call to push there because we were running out of time. And the fact that we killed the submarine and the Yamato gave us a vital point in this battle, and we are gonna win this battle actually, in fact, now. Because right now, they have no way to contest the cap. The Zhao cannot go into the caps. The Yu Yang is getting perma-spotted by the CV right now, and the CV itself cannot obviously not push the caps. So that was a very, very important push. We timed it perfectly. That's very, very nice. Good, 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 good. Now, boys, just don't throw it. Don't open up too much to the Zhao AP. Good. Man, this was such a good comeback right now. This was a massively good comeback right now. Couldn't have had a better game to demonstrate the Bongo. Come on, Roosevelt. The Roosevelt can... Maybe he's not gonna kill the Zhao, but he can now commit him to a turn and then the incomp can finish him off. Also, chatty incomp player doesn't go even for the CV. He wants to finish the low HP target first to win the game. What a gamer. I would have instantly got the CV. Okay. Can Russell get the drop off here? He can. Very, very good. Ooh. Zhao should go down now. Oh, now they all shoot the CV. Some things never change. Okay, cool. But yeah, now we have the trio done. We have the Yumihari we did already on the YouTube how to play guys. We did the Adatara and now we also did the Bongo, so that line is nearly fully done. Which is very, very nice. That's good. We all, not only do we have the tier 10 here, we have the whole line already pretty much. Even though they are very similar in playstyle. You have the spotter plane and then you go for the broadsides. The only difference between Yumihari and the Adatara and Bungo is, with Bungo and Adatara you are more flexible due to having 457mm guns. You can aim pretty much anywhere on cruisers and click them. While you have with the Yumihari, if you're bottom tier, you have to go for the front parts or back parts. Then again, if you're top tier as Yumihari, it's the same deal. You can overmatch pretty much everything. So that's only a problem when you're low tier. And that was Bongo for you guys. I couldn't really have asked for a better push there, timing. We end up being second next to the incomp. Very, very nice. I want to give ODP also a compliment. And wives, where are you, my friend? Always a compliment worthy. That was an absolute cool game. On Ocean. It's also cool that we have a how to play guide on Ocean for once. Even though for Bongo it doesn't really matter if you have islands or not, because yeah, you're like the BB in the second line pretty much. So you don't really care if there's islands or not. In fact, this map is even better for you because no cruiser can hide from you. But yeah, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna check out the detailed report again. Did quite some damage to the Kremlin, half HP the Yamato, nearly fully killed the submarine, 17,300 damage on the submarine, very important for the win. And some damage here. Very, very nice. Credit-wise, still in the plus. Thank you, thank you. Stay safe. See you the next time. Your Trendless.